Depression is not a joke. I am going to start this post very directly by saying that mental illness is not something to joke about. Mental illness affects many people daily, and there is absolutely no humor in it. It's not funny at all to throw insensitive jokes around and hurt people in so many ways. It is not funny either to reject people suffering from mental illness. Everyone can have mental issues, whether it is chronic stress/depression or complex things like bipolar disorder. I don't know if you have seen in some old movies where when a person suffers from any mental illness, they send that person to some strange mental hospitals with chains and they give them electric shocks. That's a very typical scene, and they paint such a dark portrait of mental hospitals, and there is so much stigma and fear that people are unwilling to seek help. This is because our society has put things like counseling, pills, therapies in a huge black basket called mental illness, with tags like dark, shame, scary, too crazy, dangerous in bold letters. When you have flu, you go to a doctor then when something is troubling you or you know that your mental health is not going all okay. Then why not go to a psychologist? It's pretty much the same, isn't it? Society is not going to help you when you are fighting with your own mind, but a psychologist is going to. Society should throw that huge black basket and have more open discussions on mental illness. It's fundamental to educate people because people usually fear what they don't understand and tend to reject people with mental illness. In some countries, it's still a taboo, and seeing people suffering from it, it's so heartbreaking. Almost everyone has maybe at some point bumped into a person who may be suffering from a mental issue. It can be chronic stress due to studies, persistent boredom due to work, depression due to loss of a loved one, post-traumatic stress from an accident or war. People who are suffering from mental problems are not less of a person. They are equally important and special as all of us. Research says that love can cure some mental illness, so we all have the power to alleviate the pain of someone suffering from mental illness. It's totally free, making mental hospitals more user-friendly and treating the patients with the same dignity we treat someone with flu. I won't state any names, but I read and remember all the posts, and if you are reading this, just know that I am so inspired by your courage, your strength, your willpower, your intelligence, your optimism, and wish to bring a change, your fighting spirit, and you guys are the real heroes here. You are special in your own way, and I'm glad we could connect on VOY, and don't let society tear you. J.K. Rowling couldn't have written Harry Potter if she wasn't in a depression, and you can use that energy to turn it into something positive and show the world that you are not inferior to anyone. Huge thanks to all those who wrote an article in support of this. It's great to see that the stigma is fading. I may not know how depression feels like, but I know that mental illness is not something to joke about, and people who go through this must feel welcome in society. I am going to put this in very simple English. Stop rejecting people with mental illness, and stop making it a taboo. Let's talk about it. Mental health matters as much as physical health. Without proper mental health, one cannot do anything satisfactorily. We are living in an age of anxiety and uneasiness, where everyone is lost in his/her own world full of complications and obstacles. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.